so many messages of people asking me on how they can create their own data log so they can collect data. Obviously, data is very important in trading because that's where you can find your edge. You can find what's going right and what's going wrong, and you can really refine down your trading strategy. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create your own data template. Obviously, I've got my own data template, but that's not up at the moment. So I'm going to show you how to create your own one. So you pretty much want to create a new page. Once you create a new page, you want to come down here and you want to create a gallery. Personally, I like to create galleries because that's the best way I like to look at my data. And you're going to name it data, the pair actually, GBP USD data. If you're trading gold, you can open a separate one for gold, a separate one for NQ. So whatever pairs you're trading, just open up a new one so each data is different. Now you're going to add a new page. You're going to remove this. And this is where you start to look at stuff that you want to have in your data bank. So let's delete this. So this is fresh. Let's add a property. We're going to add a text, and the text is going to be called lower time frame analysis. And in here, you're going to write what you saw in your lower time frame. So 1 minute break of structure, 1 minute sweep, rejection candle. So everything you saw in a lower time frame. And then over here, text again. You're going to write higher time frame analysis. And then you're right, what you saw on the high time frame, 15-minute sweep, week, 15-minute low, low. Over here, you're gonna write your target. What do you target in your trade? So you can say I targeted the internal structure, the time of the trade, so time/session. So if you traded it in London at 2:30 p.m. as an example. If you want, you can also add multi-selects. So you can be like confluences. And then you can add stuff like break of structure and you add it. And then protected low, you add it. Rejection, you add it. Which is good because then you can come across all your trades and see what's a common factor. Then you're going to make one for RR, risk to reward. So let's say you did 3.5 RR. And now the most important part for me personally is psychology. What? So I want to talk about how you felt during the trade. I was confident going into this trade. We had a higher time frame bias and valid entry model on the lower time frame. I didn't over risk on this trade. I stuck to my 0.5% risk rule, etc. Now you can put if the trade was a win/loss. And this one I'd actually make it multi-select, so you can just write like win, just like that. I'll also write how I felt after. Now this one's important so you can test your psychology and see how you felt. Did you feel like revenge trading? Did you feel like gambling again and taking another trade? So after taking this winner, I called it a day because my plan says that after one win, I'm done for the day. It's more better on your losing trades because then you can see how you acted on your losing trades because they're the ones where most people mess up. So here I'm going to write GBP USD and I'll either write win or loss. And then you simply go to your chart, get a photo of your trade. So let's say this trade over here on the 1 minute time frame. So you're on your execution time frame, which was the 1 minute for me. So let's say this trade over here. I'm going to copy the image, come back to my Notion, post it over here. So you want one lower time frame and you want to go on your higher time frame. Just like this. And you want to take a photo. And that way you know what you saw in your lower time frame, higher time frame. And as simple as that. There's a lot more things you can add if you want to add into here, like your emotions after the trade, your emotions before, why you took the trade, what was your higher time frame, what could I do better? better. Stuff like this. Stop text, stop loss size. So we use a 4 pip stop loss all the time, but if you use different stop losses, then you can change that as well. And then at the end of it, what I like to do is daily. You just write daily, honestly, and then just say overall today, I came into the market with a clear bias. I felt good personally and didn't feel like chasing yesterday's losses. I executed my trades. Unfortunately, I took 2 losses. However, I followed my plan, and to me, that is a winning day. This is good because as you're typing it out, you're putting it out to universe and you're pretty much reading it out to yourself. And this is it, guys. This is your data collection like this. Then you obviously have all your trades. And now you can start to look, okay, like, let me see what trades work out. Let me see what trades are better for me. Like, are my 1 minute trades better? Are my 3 minute trades better? You can even change this to GBP USD 1 minute entry. And your next one can be like if it was a 15 GBP USD 15 minute trade. And you can see, okay, 1 minute entry W, I put win, so I know. And let's say this was a loss. Now you can say, like you can read and think, oh my God, like I'm taking so many losses on the 15 minute, but on my 1 minute it's still working. So let me try eliminate the 15 minute next week and just trade the 1 minute and see how things go. But this is how you make a data collection. If you have any questions, please let me know. It is quite simple. So gallery view, and then you make another one for GBP USD, another one for gold and whatever pair you're trading. And you pretty much just collect data on all your trades and then you find common traits. So what's working well, what's working not so well. Every trader is different. Every trader sees the market in their own way. I can teach you my strategy, but you might see the market different and you might only like 1 minute entry models and they might work for you and you might fail on 15 minute, etc. So data collection is the best way for you to find what works for you. If you have any questions, please free to let me know.